Planet Zoo has been rated E10 plus by the MSRB for crude humor, mild blood, and mild violence. It has been approved for all persons ages 10 and over. This video is brought to you in part by The Night Sheriff by Phil Foglio. Bartholomew Zenon's Xenonland is protected by the Night Sheriff. Day and night, he's burdened by a witch's curse to be aware of all that live and play within the massive fantasy theme park. Now an attack on the park by a monster hunter who knows far too much threatens everything: the guests, the staff, and the supernaturals who take refuge in the park. The Night Sheriff must scramble to uncover not only the source of the threat, but the secrets of the park of which even he was not aware. If he doesn't, he may be doomed. The park may be doomed. And even the world may be doomed. And that's a lot of doom. Go to Amazon.com for your copy today. Hey kids, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Planet Zoo and the National Wildlife Park. What you're looking at is the first habitat in the Down Under section. These are the koalas. As you can see, they're just climbing along. We got vets. The neat thing about koalas, and I've said this to other people, is that they require like a postage stamp of land. You know how I was talking about how the polar bears require this big, huge habitat? The koalas are almost the exact opposite. I mean, you could probably put them in like your average living room. Set them up in your average living room and they'd be fine. As long as they have enough climbing space and a eucalyptus tree, they're just good. And these bears are happy. They're all set up. They've got space. They've got shade. And, you know, it's within the Australian area, and I have done a little theming and a little decorating. You know, this, again, is the marketplace that I set up in the last episode. But, yeah, it also did not take me very long at all. Now, I have done some other things. I put some staff buildings over... staff... You have a beard like mine, a mustache like mine, you get hair in your mouth every once in a while. Sorry about that. Anyway, you know, you got the staff buildings over here, and I put this here. Right. More animals dying of old age, guys. What do you want? We're almost to year 50. What this is the eastern blue-tongued lizard, and there's two of them in there. I think it's still only two. Have they had time to have a family yet? No, they haven't. Anyway, there's two lizards in here, and they've got hiding spaces and hot rocks and I used to speak English. I swear I used to speak English. They've got a sunning lamp and all that number. And I am going to include them when I make the reptile house, and there will be a reptile house coming up. They also will be in the reptile house. Just because I put them here does not mean I will not be including them in the reptile house later on. Anyway, let's turn this over to the time lapse so you can see how this was made, and I will talk to you after that's done. All right? See you in a minute. And there you have it. Like I said, it was not that complicated to build. It didn't take that very long. Uh, Koalas are fairly easy to take care of. They're very popular animals, but you know, as far as their habitat requirements, they're fairly simple creatures. They don't require a lot of specific terrain. They don't require a lot of size, and as long as you give them there I go again, eucalyptus leaves, they're great. Anyway, the next habitat that we'll be doing are the dingoes. I'm generally thinking I'm going to put the dingoes in this area along this curve here. And then we'll finish it out with the kangaroos over here. And of course I will do further decoration and further landscaping. I'll add some more plants to the area, things like that. But for the most part, that's the next, that's the plan. The next episode will be dingoes, and they'll be along this part of the curve. And I'm thinking there's going to be a space here between the habitats of the dingoes and the kangaroos, and then the rest of it will be kangaroos back here. So yeah, if you liked what you just saw, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you've liked several of my videos, because you know you like my content. Costs you nothing, helps me out. And I will see you in the next video, which will be, as I said, dingoes. Bye-bye.